John and Marlena are reunited. Somebody is framing Ben, and Sammy is clearly a whack job. You ready?
Damn.
Let's dish.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yay! Hello, everyone. I love that song. It makes me happy. Welcome to DISHIN Days, AfterBuzz TV's weekly recap of NBC's Emmy Award-winning soap opera, Days of Our Lives. And I'm joined today. It's kind of a full house. Super excited. Starting to left of my left.
Hello, Michael Mattis.
Yay!
Nice to see everybody.
And Tony's
Tony's
back.
Hi, everybody.
Tony Moore Jr.
Yay! Sorry, I've been gone for a minute, but now I'm back. I can't
He
hear
was in the
myself
big
though.
city.
He's
He
in the
was
big
in
city.
New York.
I was in the Big Apple, where concrete jungles. Wait,
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
Our dreams are made
Made up. Yeah.
Nothing
I was
you
like,
can't
I lost the
do.
beat. I can't hear myself.
Oh.
I don't know.
But
why.
we can hear you.
I'm on 3.
All
I
right.
think you're...
Listen, everyone,
Anyway.
please be sure to follow us across all social media platforms. That's going to include, woohoo, that's loud.
Okay,
That's
thank
going to include Facebook and Instagram at DISHIN Days. And on Twitter, you can follow @_DISHIN Days. The @ is implied. Also, please be sure if you're a fan of some of the other soap operas, we've got other soap block content. For General Hospital, we've got the GH Report, and for The Restless, we've got the Restless Wrap. So tune in and enjoy those shows. And always, please hop on over to iTunes, make a nice little comment, give us a 5-star rating, and you get yourself submitted to become Fan of the Week.
5 stars, positive reviews,
5
get you fan of the week.
stars, love, give us a love.
Say something nasty, you probably still get fan of the week.
That's
so
true, it's happened
I'm
before.
going to be honest, yeah.
So guys, before we start, what you
Yeah.
think? What you think? Thoughts, comments?
It was another week of a lot going on. A lot of, all of the storylines were represented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot was
It's a huge cast
yeah.
of...
But I also felt
Folks.
like they concentrated enough on, there wasn't too many each day. You know what I mean? Where you
yeah.
feel like you get a little bogged down. Like I felt like because I had a lot to catch up on. But I felt like it was just easy to follow.
Yeah.
But it was very entertaining. Where you watch a few episodes and you're like, oh, I didn't realize
Yeah.
I've been sitting here watching all these episodes,
Right.
which was my case yesterday.
And it's good because there were tons of people, but like you said, Tony, there were only one or two, maybe 3 storylines per episode. So it was
Yeah.
easier to stay focused.
Yeah.
So I think we have some foreshadowing going on. Well, there was foreshadowing in the beginning of the episode Friday, and then with Chloe talking about Mimi, and then Mimi appeared.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she looks good.
She does.
Farrah
Looks
Fawcett
fantastic.
Looks good.
Yeah. She's all grown up. I remember Farrah Fawcett as teenager.
Yeah.
She had
Teenage
her
Mimi.
hair was super short too at one point, right? Yeah. Because I had to do a double take.
So welcome back, Farrah.
Yes.
She showed up.
Looking forward to
She
the
showed
drama.
up.
Because in her Twitter, she was like, it was Twitter or Instagram where she was like, you can ask, but I'm not going to show up. Well, someone asked and she showed up.
She showed up.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, guys, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's
I think so.
start
Dishin'
Days.
Days.
Mr. Moore.
Oh.
Yay, fabulous. All right, first point of drama. Marlena, John, Hattie, Kristen,
so
Kayla,
much.
Roman, Sammy, parentheses, Sammy and Stefan. I added that because that was one of my
They all had a
favorite
hand in
moments.
this shenanigans going on.
Yeah, it started the week with Kristen holding poor little incubated Marlena at gunpoint.
And of course, the timing of all that.
Yeah.
I was literally like, okay, so the whole wedding thing happened, and then we cut to just as Marlena is waking up, then she's greeted with Kristen, and I'm just like, oh my God, of all
that's-
the days for Kristen to show up.
That's such good soap opera,
It was
though.
perfect.
Yeah, it was aggravating but perfect. Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting Kayla. I thought Roman was going to, because they did previews and you saw Roman in the doorway. So I thought he was going to be the first one on the
Yeah.
scene.
Oh, no, but it was Kayla.
When Kayla stepped in, I was like,
Kayla
she's
was
just
ta-
Miss Badass.
Kayla was
Yeah.
taking
She's
no
just taking on the
scuff
world.
this week. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
She was not suffering fools this week.
Sitting on the bed saying, you're going to have to kill me first.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the whole time though, ever since Hattie has come on, I've been like, Hattie, girl, come on, play the role.
Yeah.
You studied Marlena before, you know her. It's not that easy for the 5 minutes that people are in the
Yeah.
room to just not give it away. She kept asking for burgers. She was dancing around. It's like,
and she kept saying things to like the family members that they were like.
Well, that was funny though.
I mean, it was funny, but you're right. She's not playing the role very well, and maybe it's because this time around, it's not really her choice to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't her idea,
It was
so she's
bestowed
not
upon
putting
her.
as much effort into being Marlena as she should be.
My favorite is still is that the I killed my mother bouquet? Because they should have been bigger. I love
She had
that.
a lot of great lines. I
did.
also think Hattie isn't as invested because now she's married to John. That's kind of her
tricky,
insurance.
tricky.
That is her insurance
That's her
policy,
insurance
yeah.
policy. If that wasn't the situation, I think she'd be kind of forced to play the role.
Right.
But now that she's got the ring on her finger,
Mm-hmm. I'm still angry
was
that she
smart.
got that marriage license. Some things I just can't accept without seeing it. Like,
I
how'd she do this?
I love how I can also anticipate. I was thinking, okay, John, all you have to do is walk Abe out of the room. You know, do something with the
Yeah.
certificate. But Hattie stopped
I mean, if they
him.
manage to switch Marlena and have her, he can switch a marriage license.
Yeah.
Come on, John.
Me World said, let's be honest, Tony. Hattie gets an F in impersonation class. She
Yeah.
does.
She's not feeling it this go around.
No.
Jenny, I loved Hattie. I did too. When Sammy came in, don't shoot. Oh, that was hilarious.
Which one?
When
she's-
Sammy came in and she was like, don't shoot. That was hilarious.
I liked
that
it
part.
when Sammy figured it out. Sammy's smart. Sammy figured it out. She's like, nope, you're not my mother.
Show me the
Let
scar.
She's like, I want to see what's under that gown.
What did she
And
grab?
Hattie
Did
was
she
like,
grab
get
like
out of here.
scissors or
I don't
something?
know. She,
I don't
like,
know.
It was
Cut
like
open the gown?
it was like a shank or something.
I
Like
know.
she was like ready.
That was hysterical.
And Hattie was like, get out, you pervert.
As she's crouched down in the bed with
the
her burger.
She ain't giving up that burger.
That started
That
out
burger looks
whole,
good,
and
though.
then the burger got smaller and smaller.
that burger
was
looks good,
hysterical.
though.
It did look good.
Whoever's doing the food on Days of Our Lives right now gets an A for effort.
It looks so good.
'Cause
That
they're-
melted
they're-
cheese. Did you see that
I'm
melted
still
cheese
thinking
on the
about.
burger?
I'm still thinking about the buttered bread from last week or the week before that was just sitting on the table.
Y'all, one time, you remember back when they had, I think it was called Java Cafe,
Yeah.
like years ago?
Like the outside one or the inside one?
The inside one. So I did background work one day on it, and the guy handed me an apple pie, and he was like, "It's real, you can eat it."
Oh my
So I was like
gosh.
sitting on set eating an apple pie. It was so good.
Was
Like a
it
McDonald's
good?
apple pie?
No, like an actual like
Like a round?
Yeah.
They
like
giving you a whole
of that.
slice of pie.
Well, yeah.
Nice.
And I was like, "Oh, this is so good."
I
That's
need
so
another
good.
slice.
What'd you think about Roman? He
I like that
he
Roman's
was
kind of
so
being the hero.
Yeah, but he just fumbled that up bad.
What? Which
I
part?
mean, getting hit on the head by a piece of ceiling and it's like some hero you
it ain't his fault.
are.
Don't blame the victim.
That was a lot. But I don't know why
He
there's
tried.
always such a gun tussle. And it's like not to sound mean, but it's like Kristen is only $1.25. Like, and Roman is like
$1.25.
a brick
Well,
house.
that's what I'm saying. Like the whole thing wasn't plausible to me. It's like you're not only bigger than her, you've got a whole lot more experience when it comes to this kind
But
of thing.
Kristen, there are some skinny girls that have force. And
she's
that
on
are
the
strong.
adrenaline high too.
And
I'll give
we
her
know
that.
Kristen's crazy can be,
Kristen crazy.
yeah, it can be something. So, whatever. He was trying to save Marlena. I give him credit for doing so much for Marlena and John, being there, given their history. I like it that they're all friendly and that he's doing this, even though he probably still has feelings for Marlena like in the background still. But he's support.
Do you think so?
I think so. I mean, I don't think it's anything
Like
strong that he's going
romantic,
to act.
but he's got that. They've got
Well,
that
yeah, they
connection.
still have a connection,
Sure.
and now
Yeah, I buy that.
he's supporting them. I love it.
I think there's
I'm a
like
fan of Roman.
I think there's a care for a friend. Like it's in that friend
Friend
love.
zone.
I think it's a little
Yeah.
more than that, but
No.
Interesting.
I think he's accepted John and Marlena and just kind of has like that.
but he still has loving feelings for Marlena.
Friendly,
Sure.
loving
Yeah.
feelings.
But
yeah.
I'm not
I mean, there's
explaining
definitely
myself
love.
Yeah.
Don't shut down. Don't get mad.
No, I'm not getting mad. I
Get
I need to form
She
my
get-
words. I'm not explaining myself correctly,
She
so
gets
I'm
so
like, I need a
mad.
minute.
She gets so mad over here when we just don't go. Okay, we agree. She get mad, y'all. She gets so mad. She's just over here mad.
Anyway, Marlena's
Thank
been
you,
over
Scott
Roman. Yeah.
Holston. Marlena's been over Roman, but I'm gonna tell you who's not over Roman. That Hattie Adams. She wants to live her life with Roman.
Over and over again.
I don't. Listen. Get it while the getting is good.
Oh my God.
This whole storyline has actually been really interesting because now think about it. If they did actually take Marlena off the respirator,
Right.
then she would have died.
Right.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So now that she's awake, it's kind of like a, well,
Now what's going to happen?
yeah.
I'm glad Marlena wasn't mad,
Of course she wasn't.
you know, about
Of course
being
she wasn't.
taken off. And yeah, she was
Yeah.
being Marlena about
Yeah.
it. So that was good.
But, interesting fact, who shot Marlena?
Well, that's the thing.
I know. Well, I have a theory.
You have a theory?
I'm gonna
Michael
fold it. I'm
is
gonna
our
fold it up when I
man
get
of
home.
theories.
And
Do you? Do
I
you have a
don't-
theory?
No.
I'm like-
I literally sat there and was like, it wasn't Kristen. It's somebody random, and I don't know who it would be.
Sometimes when they have the scene, whoever they cut to next in the next scene
right.
is
That's like
the
the
culprit.
foreshadowing, yeah.
Yeah, but I
Because I thought what she was...
think Stefan. They cut to Stefan. I'm like, I don't think he had anything to do with it.
No, I actually thought she was starting to think that it wasn't Sammy, but that it was Eric, because of the way Eric grabbed the gun
Yeah.
from Sammy. But then when she was like, no, there was another...
There's another gun.
There was another gun.
Further away.
Something that
Further
shouldn't
away.
have been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was another gun.
Wow.
I know. I'm loving Stefan and Sammy. I'm loving them so much.
That whole scene where she snuck into the mansion and was kind of like,
With
listen,
Harold and had a confrontation with Harold.
Oh,
He's
all of that.
adorable.
Yeah. I love that intro to each other. It was good.
Yeah. Sammy, I've loved Sammy. Like, I'm not a Sammy fan. I've made that very clear. But this time around, I love Sammy.
Isn't
like,
it
she's
amazing?
feisty. And I think I like her because she's not trying to pull anything on anybody right now. You know, she's trying to get to her man.
She's on
number
her
one.
quest, right.
Yes.
She's trying to be a good-ish daughter to her mom. She feels bad about what happened at the wedding. Like, she's not old Sammy. And so and I'm realizing that now this time around, and I actually like that.
I
So-
like that moment when John told her that she wasn't the one that shot Marlena.
Oh, I know they had that.
That was a good
cute,
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that they finally reconciled. Like, there's no more of this Sammy hating John, like old BS that has been there for years. They've,
No,
you know-
I mean, what was that, 50 years ago?
yeah,
Like,
about 51.
51.
like, come on.
Yeah,
You
so-
have to,
But yeah,
have to
and
get
then
over that.
Eli, the Scott Holston, Sammy and Eli. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
no, not as a couple. Just their scenes together have been very funny.
They're very good.
Like
Oh.
he can't handle Sammy.
No,
he don't know.
He's had scenes with people like Susan that
Yeah.
we haven't seen him with before, paired up before with the scene, and it's been amazing.
The way Eli has looked at Sammy and Susan Banks
Yes.
has been like, what in the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs is happening in Salem?
He's got
Like,
that perfect blank
Yeah.
stare.
Well, I know, because I think this is his first introduction to the true crazy of Salem.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
like, what?
Welcome to your hometown, kid.
I'm gonna tell you what that face is called. That face is called the Door of the Explorer, where you just kind of look and you're like, that's what that is. That's what that is. So,
Lamone has mastered that.
yes. Somebody gift that and
I
send it to
know.
Lamone and say
I hope
that
somebody's
he's very
taking
Door
all
of the
these
Explorer.
moments and gifting.
Most of, you know what I will say, fans are very great. They'll take moments and like we'll send it out and they're great. So you guys, thank you so much for always watching the show and like gifting and memeing the best moments of each show. We appreciate that.
Please.
Carol C32, I thought we had she said Lamb's reactions are great. She meant Lamone.
Okay.
I thought maybe Lamb was a nickname for Lamone that we didn't know.
Could be.
Could be, I don't know.
Nah.
So.
All right.
Yeah. So where'd we
Was
end
that-
up with that? Because where she figured out that someone else shot her and
Right.
we
She
don't know
remembers
who.
another gun. She
Yeah.
didn't say she saw somebody, just that she saw another gun.
Yeah.
So now the question is
So
who did it?
It was
Right.
interesting because she had that moment with John when she realized Sammy didn't shoot me, and she was so happy. And I'm
Yeah.
saying, yeah, but that means whoever did shoot you is out there somewhere.
Right.
So
Maybe not
I'd be a
celebrate
little
quick.
worried if I were you.
But she's hidden. She's fine. No one knows she's there except Well, Kristen knows she's there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Be
okay.
worried, Marlena.
That's
Sorry.
a perfect segue into our next one. Eve, Brady, Kristen, Nicole,
Oh, man.
Maggie, Victor.
Okay, wait, because you guys know I've watched weeks blending in. Was it last week that Jennifer told Eric?
Yes.
Okay.
Beginning of last week.
So when that all came out, I was just like, this is such a domino effect because Jennifer had to relieve herself and tell Eric. Eric then confronted Brady. Brady was then confronted by Eve, and it's just been such this domino effect that I've been like,
The
Yeah.
Oh my
fallout
God.
has been huge.
Yeah.
and Eric being like, you are not my brother anymore. Like, I'm just like, okay, girl, calm down.
No.
I mean,
It's good to see him like that. Because I really
but now
don't...
this is the second fight that they have had, which is
Only the
like
second?
crazy. Like
I
drawn
think
out,
Michael's
like punch.
kept tabs
I think
on the amount of
There was,
fisticuffs
I
they've
think
gotten
there's
into.
3. There was one at Kristen and Brady's wedding a long time ago, which someone on Twitter, I can't remember the handle, posted like that entire wedding. I rewatched the entire thing last Sunday.
Did you?
Yeah, drinking my wine. And it was great. And then so they had that fight. Then they had the one last year at the Kyriakis mansion. And then they had this one, which was like, I think there was a punch thrown, but it wasn't a big brawl. Usually they have like down out brawls
Yeah,
where
where
they're
there's
throwing each other
furniture
around
breaking
and furniture
and-
breaking.
yeah.
But yeah, that's good stuff. So Brady is now estranged from Eve, and now Kristen's going after
But
him.
you know what? Eve has a good point. It's like Brady does something bad, devastating to her,
Yeah.
and she had her moment, but she eventually took him back. And now Brady's kind of being like, oh no. And I'm glad Eve was like,
Brady's a hypocrite.
oh, so you just you won't, oh, okay,
It's the
I
same
see.
hypocritical
Hypocritical.
Brady we saw weeks ago when he went after Will.
Well, I loved how the role of...
Yeah, I remember.
The
I
role
don't
of
forget.
Dr. Marlena Evans, who's now being played by Hattie
That was a great
McDaniel.
Hattie Adams.
Adams? Who's
Yeah,
that?
Adams.
Oh,
Said McDaniel.
she's that actress from Gone with the Wind.
Not Hattie McDaniel. Hattie Adams.
That's funny. Really called it like it is.
Yeah.
That he's being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're too good for him. Don't
Yeah.
wait for him to come crawling back.
Eve? No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You don't need to go crawling to him.
No.
So,
Exactly.
yeah, I think everyone's like, mm-hmm.
And that was I got lost for a moment, but now I realize what you
Yeah.
guys
That
Am
was
I-
a good one.
Am I the only one super worried about Nicole?
are. Yeah.
Super worried about her.
Yeah. Because now
I
it's,
mean, no, you're not the only one.
now it's out that people know that she killed Deimos.
And Victor said as much. He says when all of this comes out,
It's not going to be good
it's
for
not
anybody.
going to be good for anybody.
No.
And it's him, too. 'cause
I
he knew.
know.
Yeah.
And now, she's been, living away, raising Holly, just having a very nice
She
life.
looks so pretty.
Has she
did.
had a nice life, though?
I mean, as far as we know,
True. I don't know.
she's just been living the life in, Chicago?
Nashville.
Oh, that's right.
She's living in
Nashville.
Sarah Horton's apartment in
in
Nashville.
Nashville.
So that was some foreshadowing because we
Yes.
know Sarah Horton's coming back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Sarah's in Chicago, and that's how Maggie knew where she was.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the scene with Eric and Chloe. And I'm thinking, Eric, why are you saying all of this? Because I keep thinking of your description of Chloe as...
Because she's going to spill the tea
She's
later.
going to
The tea
spill
spiller.
the tea.
She's collecting the
It's
tea
like,
and
why
gonna
are
spill
you
it later.
telling her all of this? Just... She can't help you. Move on and go find somebody who can help you. Find Nicole. That was hysterical. And I also love Victor and Maggie. I was
Victor and Maggie have such great scenes together.
actually surprised
do.
that she took it so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet another secret
Maybe
that Victor's kept
she's
from her.
becoming, like, it's just like,
immune to
yeah.
all of it.
It's just all in a day.
But she was also lying. She had actually kept that from Victor
Right.
about knowing where Nicole was and being in communication with her. So
But I really love Victor and Maggie together. I've
Absolutely.
always
That was
loved
like a
that
genius
couple
Fantastic.
together. Yeah,
Genius
that was
pairing.
that was.
she looked amazing.
She always looks great.
She always looks great, but she looked super amazing.
Victor was upset that there were so many people in his house. And I couldn't...
Well, I would be too.
I was like, Victor, I'm kind of with you. Like,
Absolutely.
Get out of my house.
He
Yeah.
was like, if your last name isn't Kyriakis, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Just like when he came back to the house and Gabby was just kind of around. He's kind of like, what are you doing here? Isn't Ariana out? Like, it's almost like, shouldn't you be?
Well, talk to Sunny.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the moments where Victor is like 2 seconds away from just opening the door and saying, If your last name isn't Kyriakis, pack your bag and get out.
Last call.
Last call.
Get out.
Get everyone.
You don't have to go home, but you
Everyone.
can't stay here.
Mhm.
I also love how everyone is lying to Brady. I mean, it's not just Eve keeping the secrets. You know, now Maggie, you know, keeping the secret from him.
About
And-
Nicole?
Yes.
Okay.
But where
Right?
Nicole is?
He doesn't deserve to know.
Right.
F
No, he
him.
doesn't. No. But that's part of his high horse thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't lie, don't betray me. Well,
Right.
everyone.
Yeah.
Victor's not saying stuff.
Too bad, so
Maggie's not
sad.
saying stuff.
Nope.
Everyone's been lying to him.
So last we
get
saw
over it.
Last we saw Brady, he was leaving his hotel room
What
with
is
Kristen.
that about?
I don't.
He's not going off with her.
No,
No.
I think it's a way to kind of keep tabs on where she is.
He should drag her butt to the jailhouse.
Somebody should.
That's where he should be taking her, to the jailhouse.
I agree with you. However, as we discussed last week, Brady's in a vulnerable state right
Oh,
now.
my
and when
living
Brady is in a
word.
vulnerable state, he doesn't make the best
He
decisions.
doesn't make the best decisions
So
in any
I
scenario.
have no faith that he's not gonna succumb to Kristen.
I still don't know how I feel about Stacey as Kristen.
I love her.
Like I feel like I still go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like when she's Susan, I dig it, and then when she's Kristen, I'm just kind of like, oh no. Anyway, that was just my little tidbit.
I think she's doing phenomenal, but every time I see her and hear what she's saying, I think of Eileen. It's really hard for me to
yeah.
disassociate. But she's doing a phenomenal job.
No, yeah,
no question.
she's doing great.
She's
It's just-
fantastic.
And I've said it before. I'll say it again. This is just one of those roles where
Iconic
it's like
roles,
it's
yeah.
taking a while to accept the change because Eileen was such a staple as Kristen, and so it's just kind of like to see someone. And Stacey's doing great. She has the Kristenisms, she has the Susanisms. But it's still very hard to just look at her and not go, what would Eileen do?
Yes. Yep.
Shout out to
I
Eileen
agree.
Davidson.
We
Hey,
love you, Miss Eileen.
Eileen, I think you're off work now, so why don't you come on in and talk to us? I just want
Yes.
to put that out there.
Okay.
Spend a Sunday with us, please.
Oh my God. If Eileen Davidson ever came in for an interview, I
I know. I think you're the only one that would be able to form a sentence. Tony and I would
I've
just
done
be
shots
like,
with her before, so
I would be like, I want to know everything from Young and the Restless to Days of Our Lives to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I want to know all. I want to know all.
spill it.
we need more than an
Spill it.
hour
Dish
for that
with
show.
us,
Yeah,
Eileen.
yeah,
Dish
yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see if Brady actually does something with Kristen or not.
I don't think he
I
will.
don't think he's going to.
I don't think he will.
Yeah.
I think it's just a way to keep tabs on him.
I don't know what they're doing, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think it's
see
going to be that.
And she has some good ears because from where she was standing, there was no way in the world she could hear what Eve and Brady were talking
Oh,
about.
you know, lurk.
And once
Michael's
again, walking
pet
around the
peeve.
hospital with no disguise whatsoever, with this big manhunt on her.
And she's not a little
roaming
thing.
the halls. No, she was clearly like people were
You
walking
know,
by
she's
her.
what,
and-
5'9", and right. I know it's hysterical.
Anyway,
Okay,
next up,
Sierra.
Cian. We got some Cian.
Trip with a double P.
Oh, I remembered there was a moment where I said, you know what?
Nope.
And
Wow.
that was with Sierra and Trip.
Okay.
I'm
Which
not
moment?
here for it. When they decided to make love and she was like, you know, taking his luggage and like basically kicking him out and everything like that because she wanted to concentrate on Trip and then they did it. I was just like, I'm not here for that. And I think this is one of those moments where it's like they were so electric and were so in for sin to now her kind of go to Trip. We're like, we're not buying this. I'm not buying this. Trip, you cute and all, but boo-boo, no.
Yeah.
Sierra needs to be with Ben. And then I hate that, I'm sorry, I don't hate, I dislike strongly that they're still trying to act like Ben is just this manipulator, Hope, and like everything he does is so calculated. Like him helping you out in the cabin. Well, he walked by, saw a girl that was like near death, took her back to the cabin, and nursed her back to health. Like,
He
how
also
is that
killed
being
3 women.
calculated?
Or a couple
3.
women.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how many did he kill? We lost count. He killed a
That
couple
was
women.
pre-Ben. We talking about current Ben. I'm just saying. How come everybody excuse everything
Because
that
he could
everybody
really
else
not
did?
be current Ben. He could still be old Ben. Like that's what the characters that are against him and the characters you have a problem with right now are why. So I see their point of view. However, that being said, I am still a Sin fan.
I see Hope's point of view.
She's a mama.
It's her. It's her
Yeah.
daughter. Everyone else needs to just chill. I think. Well, Eve. Obviously, the people that he directly affected, I get.
I get it.
I get it. I get it. But the whole
come
town being
around.
against him, you know what? Honestly, I can't be objective because I'm so in for Sin. I can't be objective. I think he's amazing and he's better and he's as long as he's on his meds and as long as he has Sierra.
Yeah.
Because she was the only one when he was off the
believe-
meds.
Sierra's
Yeah.
his natural.
She was able
meds.
to talk him down.
But
So
I'm trying to figure out, so how we gonna feel when it comes out that Hope planted that
She didn't plant the
well,
evidence.
we don't believe she did. Oh no.
We had that conversation,
Oh,
and
no.
I remember you told me that because I was like, I have a theory, but I don't want to say it because
And
I
that's
don't
the
want
one
it to
you
look
put
like.
in.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one that I.
We haven't discussed who we
And we
think because
haven't
I'm on.
discussed it yet.
I believe I know what your theory is, and now I agree with it. But no. But my question is, somebody else put that accelerator
Yeah.
Accelerate,
that Ben was
Yeah.
framed for. But is that someone also the one who started the fire? Or are we never going to find out who started the fire? Because they're two
See,
separate.
my theory involves that too.
I
But-
still think the fire got started because he was off his meds and he was cooking.
So it was an accident.
And it was an accidental fire.
I guess that would be the best case scenario.
Landon Fuller said, "Hope didn't plant. I really don't believe she did."
No,
I'm
she
with you,
didn't.
Landon
I
Fuller.
am too. Yeah. No. I agree. I mean,
Yeah,
she
so-
didn't plan it. She didn't do it.
But now
She was holding on to it.
Yeah.
And
So
she
now-
even said to Rafe, she goes, I knew it. It was too good to be true.
Yeah.
I knew it.
She wanted it to be true.
She
but
wanted
yeah.
it to be true.
Oh, I love Carol C32 says, "I hope Tripp tells off Sierra good when he finds out she's been using him to get over her love for Ben."
Okay.
Mm.
It was. Okay.
That's an odd
So
theory.
if we were left off with them. Ben left. We're not sure where he went.
Yes,
and
but he's
Sierra.
clean.
But he came out in that
He's
shirt.
clean. He's clean and he smells good. I know he does.
Wow, Tami. Okay.
He came in and went straight to the shower and then walked out with no shirt. I was like, Willa, Mark is working. She's a working gal, and I think he has someone visiting. That's why he's not here. And shout out to Willa.
Hi, Mark. And Willa.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. I hope Sierra doesn't get pregnant.
We don't need no more babies.
Exactly.
We don't need
That's
no
my
more
thing. We
babies.
don't need no more babies.
Seriously?
We don't want no more
It's
babies.
too
in
predictable.
Salem.
It's
we
too
don't
much.
need. We don't need no
Yeah.
more babies. We already got. We already got Gabigail and
Bonnie
and,
baby.
and the Bonnie baby.
Now we know
gang.
the connection with that.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about it.
We
but
don't need
No
no
more
more
bubbas.
babies.
No
All
more
right.
bubbas.
No more babies.
All right.
No more babies.
But we got some business now.
There's
Babies in business.
Hey, AfterBuzzers! Here at the network, we produce after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from drama to reality TV to sci-fi and more. There is no network that works harder to serve television fans. Oh, don't say this. But now we need your help. We're asking you to please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. Subscribing to YouTube channels will also help you discover new shows we're sure you're going to love. So since you're already, hopefully, crossing fingers, you're already subscribed to the drama channel because you are absolutely in love with us in DISHIN Days, you might be interested in other shows like Queen of the South, Black Mirror, The Affair, and The Bold Type. And remember, we have channels for other genres too. So please don't be shy about subscribing to them all, especially if like other genres are your favorite. By all means, hit that subscribe button. Now, if you're worried about those pesky notifications, don't be. They're optional. It's really easy. You hit the subscribe button for an even easier AfterBuzz experience, and if you let us know you did in the comments, we'll thank you on air. So if this is your first time here and you hit that subscribe button, go down in our comments of this video and say, "Hey y'all, I just subscribed," and the next day we'll go, "Hey you, thanks for subscribing." So thank you for being the best fans, and we promise to continue to best serve you.
Yoo-hoo. And that
All right.
has been an announcement
From AfterBuzz TV.
Doo-doo. Let's go
Back
into
to days.
some tidbits. Starting with Kate and Roman.
Kate and Roman, and a new alliance.
Love it.
Since
right?
he knows what.
And
she's
I
been
had
up to.
forgotten that he knew. He didn't know exactly what was going on.
They did have to flashback to remind us of the conversation she had with Kayla.
With Kayla,
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yep.
And
So I'm
he was like,
loving it.
she was like, how in the world do you know all this?
Flashback.
But I also like when they
That
remind
bitch.
us of their history.
That they have more
They have
foreshadowing. They have
Rex.
kids together.
Yep.
And who's the other child?
Cassie.
Cassie.
That they all thought were aliens.
Yeah, right.
The Gemini twins?
Right.
Yeah. But it turns out not to be.
Yeah, there was a
2002.
lot of foreshadowing.
Yeah. So and there's concern as to like, you know, going against Stefan, and like she already kind of has something going on with Stefan, so she definitely better tread lightly, because I think Stefan is starting to maybe gain his traction again. I feel like he kind of lost it, but I think it's slowly kind of coming back.
Oh yeah.
So
He's harnessing his father's energy right now.
yeah.
Yeah. And he's gaining strength and momentum. It's like this evil spirit. It's gaining strength and
Evil
momentum.
spirit.
Yes. Bonnie, Lucas, baby Bonnie, Mimi,
Baby
and
Bonnie,
Chloe.
I love Judy Evans as Bonnie Lockhart. I love her wackiness and her craziness. Why, when they went to go get the baby, that the baby was hid behind a curtain
Right.
in a room? Who does that?
Apparently.
And Lucas
either
said, "Where is she,
Bonnie
in the minibar?"
But kudos to Bonnie. Like, I mean, what a great.
Did you guys notice how they
thing.
just redecorated Brady's hotel room? Just took
Was that what it was?
They
Oh,
took,
you
they
think
took
so?
out the bed, put up something else. And
No,
that
I
was
didn't even
the
catch
room.
that.
Yeah, that was a sidebar. But yeah, so their first trip to find the baby was unfruitful, and so then she made a phone call, and then now they have
Where's
the
the
baby.
baby?
Where's that baby?
Where's that baby?
And
Where's
so
the baby?
it's a ruse. Told ya. Not
And-
the mother of the baby.
And then
That's-
Mimi's like,
Using her grandchild.
yeah. But who the daddy?
Well, that's for, I don't
I
know.
know.
You
well,
do?
I have a.
You got a lot of theories
Well, no,
over
it goes
here.
back. It goes back to why the paternity test came back that Bonnie was the mom and Lucas was the father. The genetic marker thing.
Okay.
For that to happen, there's someone that
And
has
Luke-
to be the father, and that's related to Lucas. Well, you'll find out soon.
Okay. So it's not somebody that's on the landscape.
No,
Right.
someone that's going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
But I know. But the reason I know that is because, like, for the genetic test to come back the way it did, that's why.
Okay.
Did you have a scare one time? Did someone have to test you to make sure you weren't somebody's baby daddy? I mean, we all have a slip. That's real.
No, I can tell you for a fact that would not be a problem.
I mean,
We're an issue.
I'm saying
We're
Because
concerned.
something that would have
I mean,
had
it
to
happened
happen.
to Will.
Well, I ain't
That's
Will.
true.
Never.
I mean, I'm just
I
saying.
never,
Never
I
say
never,
never.
never went that route.
I mean, I don't know your life.
Well, now you know. I never went that route. Anywho, okay.
I loved Mimi's introduction.
Me too.
That was fantastic.
She showed
When
up.
she comes storming out of that bedroom.
I feel like
Why
I'm
did you let him take my baby?
I feel like I'm gonna screenshot her thing, her Instagram, where it says you can ask, but I won't show up, and I'm gonna go. You showed up today.
Yes.
Hashtag love it.
I don't really know what you're talking about. We can talk about that after.
Okay, here, let me.
Well, no, let's not spend time. We're short on time.
No,
so
well, go
let's-
ahead. We'll keep talking.
find
I
it.
can multitask.
All right.
Will, Sonny, and Paul. I was like,
Will had an
No.
out.
Yeah.
Will
Well,
had an out.
exactly.
Will
He had an
out,
opportunity and he didn't freaking take it.
no, he's not going to.
He's a wuss.
I think in that moment he definitely should have.
Exactly,
I think,
yeah.
I think what he should have did was just said, I can't remember her last name.
Gandalf. Gandalf G.
Oh, the married name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was a moment for him to go, you know what? Yes, I have my memory back, and yes,
Right.
I'm still in love with Sonny. And
No.
And I feel like
He just
Paul
had that
would be
conversation
like,
with Sammy beforehand, and he was fighting her and fighting her. You really think she would have gotten through to him?
I started to think when
See,
he,
right
when he
there.
had that out.
for bookings, contact nobody. I'm not coming.
That's funny.
I'm gonna
Oh,
screen.
it's gone.
Oh, I'm gonna.
But
I'm
I
gonna
did
make
say
sure
I did see the 4 bookings.
No, so as much as I was a Harita fan before, when it was organic I was for it, but now that it's being now that they're forcing it, now that Will is forcing it, even though he's in love with Sunny, I'm not here for it. Let Paul go and find.
I agree.
Find someone else. Find someone else.
And
to
everyone's
love him.
telling him it's not a good idea, but
Yeah.
He and Sunny think they're doing the right thing, and it'll all blow up in their face.
I know.
And
I just want Paul
something
to.
will happen.
I just want Paul to get a nice man. I want him to find love.
Who?
Who could it be?
Who could it
Who
be?
could it be?
I mean, he's in the hospital all the time. They could easily bring in Maxine, and be like, "This
I
is
could
my
be the
son."
male
Boom.
nurse that. Well, if he wasn't going off the show, but I could have been like his physical therapist.
I was just
it could have
thinking
been,
that.
It could have been the whole Jordan and
Rafe, yeah.
thing.
Exactly.
But except gay.
To be continued.
Except gay.
Same. It's all the same
Storyline,
It's
but
all
make it
about
gay.
love.
All right. So yeah, nothing really else
was it.
happened with them.
That was it.
Chat, and then we have that whole mess.
Ooh, Gabby.
I'm telling you, I will be honest with you. I was fast forwarding through Gabby
This
and Chad's
storyline
scenes.
lost so much steam
I was
because of the
just
wedding,
like,
and
I
now
don't think it's. You think it's because of that?
I think it's
What wedding?
I'm.
John and
John and
Marlene's
Marlene's?
wedding. Because that whole storyline was kind of off, and there wasn't really a lot of progression. And I think they're just waiting until like the delivery, until Gabby or Abigail has the baby, and until then, this is all just filler. Like I'm not as invested in this storyline or what
I
happens. than I
need
used
something.
to
I'm
be.
glad the wig came out finally.
Well, yeah, that was.
It's like finally okay. I needed some
rat.
traction.
I'm only
freaks me out.
I'm only vested because I'm like, Gabby, where are we going?
Well, exactly, yeah, and that's kind of, I guess, maybe that's my frustration. I'm like what? We know her end game, and we know why she's doing it because she explained it in full in an episode last
Many
week.
times.
But it's just
But
like,
she's basically trying to get Chad.
no, she's
No,
not
she
trying to
just
get
wants
Chad.
to
Chad's
destroy
just collateral damage.
Exactly. She's just out to destroy Stefan and
And
Abigail.
And so she
And
wants
that-
Abigail to be committed.
And
like
that
that's her
means
goal.
getting with Chad. Whatever is going to destroy
Mm-hmm.
Abigail, she will take and she will destroy.
But no, she said multiple times that she's not in love with Chad or after Chad.
Yeah.
He's just, an unfortunate
Then maybe
victim.
I'm not as invested as I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I like Camila Banos and her like devious
Oh, she's
side.
doing great.
Love her.
It's amazing. I
Yeah.
just wish
Great.
that they could channel it into a different
It's a story thing. I just
Yeah.
like, okay, let's move forward. Let's, we got, with the wig out, I think now
And
that the wig is out.
JJ needs something else to do. Give
I
him
know.
something because first of all, he's, I don't know, I enjoy seeing him on screen, but he's like solid and he can do more than. I like that they do have him being supportive of his sister. I like that part of it,
Yeah.
but give him some more, give him a little more, whatever.
And I like
Whatever.
I'd like seeing 2 minutes of Jen,
Yeah.
taking,
Well, and I like that
looking
they-
at her ringless
That she was focusing
hand.
on the children, the
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
and not Eric for a minute.
Her hair looks
so.
great. Looks like she got a haircut.
Side-
Okay.
Sidebar.
Sidebar.
Were we on board with Jen and Eric?
I've always been on board.
I was okay with it. I wasn't.
How do we feel that now, like, that's over?
The scene where Jennifer gave the rim back was like that.
I was just kind of like,
Oh no, it breaks my heart
Mm-hmm.
because they're meant to be together. They're two peas in a pod. They're perfect for each other. So it breaks my heart. I do not want him with Nicole.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nope.
okay.
Well, that was the week.
That's
was the
it.
week.
That was the week.
That was the wacky week.
the wacky week of
Yeah.
Salem.
Well, and speaking of wacky, really quick, Hattie and Stefan called Sammy a whack job.
Well,
Hot calling the kettle
I was
a
like,
whack
oh my
job.
God, that's the second time somebody's called her a whack job this week.
because Sammy
So
is a
there-
little eccentric.
She's a little
She is
wacky,
a little
yeah.
so I love that. All right, let's get into some segments.
Our favorite part of the show.
Yes.
And we're going to start with mine, which is Tony's official 3 Snaps Award. Oh, snap! All right, so my 3 Snaps Award has to go to one of the best characters ever, besides Susan Banks. Hattie Adams. When I tell you the girl is living her best life in this hospital, when she put on her favorite song and she started to dance, first of all, I was like, who convinced Deidre Hall to do this? Secondly, I was like, Deidre, you better get it. Like, she was just
She was
in
like
it. She
doing
was,
the sprinkler or whatever that thing's
Everything.
called.
and then her consistently asking for this burger, like, I was completely living for Hattie. So, Deidre Hall as Hattie Adams, you get Tony's official 3 Snaps Award.
Oh, snap!
Awesome.
All right.
We were talking before about the food on the show. That burger looked amazing.
It looked
like
so
it made
good.
me want to go get a burger.
Yeah.
So I can relate to Hattie. I enjoy a good burger.
So we don't have a quote of the week.
No quote of the week
correct?
from Mark.
No quote of the week.
So we'll go straight into elegance. Oh, Designer Days is going to Miss Victoria Konefel and, by accident, Lucas
Oh.
Adams.
So
By accident.
By accident, just because he's in the same space. I could have just focused on her because I'm loving the classic man shirt, after sex man shirt.
That's
this is great.
called the classic T-shirt and my panties
Yeah.
on.
She looks fantastic. Great. Trip. Lordy, now we know you wear what? Fruit of the Loom?
Hanes.
Is that it? Hanes?
Hanes.
We
Yeah.
got some boxers. So we've got a little wacky Designer Days homage to Victoria and Lucas. Thank you. That's it for Designer Days.
And the appropriate music
Yeah.
for that
The after
post, during.
again.
Designer Days. Before I get to caption that,
Yes.
apparently Marlena dancing was a dance double. It was not Deidre Hall, and I'm a little disappointed to hear
Who says that? Who?
John
How does he know
Seep
that?
in the chat room. I don't know. He claims to know, and someone else said that it was a dance double too.
No, there was no way that was
I
a
don't believe that
double.
either.
I don't believe it because honestly, the dancing was so awkward looking.
And it was like
that
he had
it
no
was
rhythm.
very believable that
It was very exactly.
Right.
So
no,
anyway.
not gonna
All right,
embrace
anyway,
that.
putting that out there.
All right, next
Yes.
is up.
And right into it.
Caption that.
All right, this week's caption is of Hattie having herself some champagne, and I love this picture because there's like a glass dropped over. Hattie was clearly having her own little happy hour, and Eve was there trying to get a little advice from who she thought was Marlena. And
Is the bottle of
instead
champagne
Hattie's
still
like,
under the
"You be your
covers?"
own woman, girl." And so this week's caption goes to Speech Freak on Instagram with Eve saying, excuse me, it's sip and pass.
Ha ha ha! There you
So
go.
congratulations, Speech Freak on Instagram for this week's caption there.
Yay!
No photos. Caption that. All right, and now we have our fan of the week. This is from Twitter from KP Smith at I am KP Smith, who says, "If you ain't watching and enjoying #days, you ain't no real soap fan." At elsewhere.
We concur, KP Smith.
That's right.
Yes.
'cause
We concur.
She also had a few other comments. When is this Chabby Gabby stuff gonna be over? And I was shipping Sammy and Stefan. Wishful shipping. But but now
that.
I'm wishful shipping Eli and Sammy.
And
Girl, all
not
right.
with it.
Okay,
All right.
so more people in the chat room are convinced that it's a dance double.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
maybe
that's been your fan of the week.
Yes,
didn't
thank
play-
you, KP Smith,
my
and
bad.
I am KP Smith.
DISHIN Days Fan of the Week. Woohoo!
Bam, 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 bam. All right. And now it's time for little news and gossip.
Yes.
We do. Wait, did you guys announce this last week?
No, we didn't.
No,
we
we
didn't
didn't
do
have
news and
time.
gossip last week because
Oh,
we
okay.
ran out of
Ran
time.
out of
had-
time. Oh my god.
So-
So happy this is finally announced.
Okay, so this year's Day of Days events was announced actually 2 weeks ago. The all-day event will take place here in Los Angeles at Universal City Walk on Saturday, November 10th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it's an all-day event. The event includes photo and autograph opportunities and a Q&A with the cast. You can follow NBC Days on Twitter and Instagram for further event updates. The
Y'all,
night
it's
before.
It's a fun event. So like if you can make it to LA for a weekend, please come.
I've been thinking about doing like my Day of Days strategy because it's like, okay, what are you going for? Are you going just to see them, or do you want to get photos and autographs?
Right.
Because you need to plan out your day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so maybe I was thinking of doing like my own little Day of Days.
You should.
Whatever. And I don't know if anyone cares or not, but whatever.
They might.
If you are, tweet me.
It's going to
I'll
be
tell
my
ya.
first one, so I need some advice. And
Oh.
yeah, I
Well,
have
if
no
you're-
idea what to
If
expect.
you are coming for Day of Days and you are going to be here that weekend, there's an event going on the Friday evening before Day of Days, held by our friends Paul and Keith at Starstruck Fan Events. This year it's Yesterday's once more
Nice.
at the Sportsman's Lodge in Studio City. They're going to have a free shuttle from Universal if you're staying at Universal, so easy to get there. Many cast members will attend, including Patrika Darbo, Kyle Lauder, Jen Lilly, Matthew Ashford, Guy Wilson, Bertie Hutzler, and a few more. There's VIP tickets and general admission tickets. You can find more info at starstruckfanevents.com, or you can follow Starstruck Fans too on Twitter for updates. I believe most of us will be attending that, so you'll get to
Yes.
see us too.
Yeah, you can meet us as well. Also, you guys, they have an event in Alexandria, Virginia. That's going to be happening this year as well. So if you're in that area, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, where else is in Virginia? That surrounding
DC.
area, and you are
Maryland.
a
Yeah.
Days fan, please, shout them out and say, hey, Days people are coming to Alexandria, Virginia, okay? Come on. Make sure you guys check out that information as well. Go to
Yes.
starstruckfanevents.com.
All of the info is there.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Jen Lilly has released her new single, King of Hearts. You can head over to jenlillymusic.com to have a listen, or you can listen on Spotify, Google Play, and all other streaming music
It's great.
platforms.
Have you heard it?
I have not listened to
It's
it
a
yet.
great single.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I heard a little snippet because I subscribed to her free email list, which y'all should do because you get sneak peeks and info before anyone else, and it's free. So when you're on her website listening to her single, sign up for her free newsletter.
And
that's
all
Jen
proceeds
Lilly.
from the single go to a charity.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yes.
So you'll be doing good too.
you'll be doing good.
Her website is jenlillymusic.com, so go check that out. Camila Banus has made her debut on the Fox series Star. She plays the character of Nina Ferreira. You can watch Star Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on Fox, or you can catch up on episodes at fox.com/star.
And she looks good.
She does look good.
She looks
She always
real
looks
good.
good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Camila.
Yeah. Hot. And lastly, our friend Christopher Sean's new show, Star Wars Resistance, airs tonight at 10 p.m. on the Disney Channel. Congratulations, Christopher. Be sure to tune in tonight, 10 p.m. Disney Channel, or you can watch probably on Disney Channel on demand later.
Oh my God,
or-
they're probably gonna reshow that thing so many times.
Oh, yeah.
I like the fact that the character looks like an animated version of him.
Exactly like
yes,
him. Yeah,
it's
like
amazing.
spitting image.
I thought
So
that too.
shout out to Christopher Sean,
Good for you,
just doing it.
Christopher.
Yeah,
He's good. He
Yeah.
deserves it. He's a good guy.
he is a great guy.
All right, and
All
now it's
right.
time for our weekly clip. We have a preview of what's happening this week on Days of Our Lives.
He lost her once.
I never stopped loving you.
Oh, they're gonna do it.
He forced you to marry him.
Oh no.
Hell no!
We killed Xander.
What?
Oh,
Okay, I
Okay.
am not having this.
wow.
Eric, you're losing your mind. This is why he shouldn't be with Nicole. She brings out
Makes
the
bad
worst in him.
decisions.
Eric, you need to get it together, buddy.
I will say
Oh,
though.
it makes me mad.
I will say though, we asked for this because when Nicole and Xander first met, we were like, "Yes, we are
Were we?
here for it." Yeah, well, I mean,
that's before my time.
that was, but I'm just saying in general. I think a lot of people liked Xander and Nicole when Xander first came into Salem. He was interacting with Nicole. This was before he locked them up in the vent.
Right,
we
right,
were
right.
like here for it.
Oh, I remember that scene in The Office when she's there after hours, and that's right, that was good. Yeah, Nicole and Xander, Team Nicole and
But we
Xander,
wanted
get
it-
away from Eric.
But you wanted it to happen organically, right? You don't want it forced, like.
No, I want it forced.
Like
I want them.
presume-
But listen, we don't know the circumstances. We don't know what happened.
Xander has the tape. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, he blackmailed her with the tape. I'm
Yes.
assuming because he had
But
the
why
tape.
would he marry her? What's the point? What's in it for him?
Let me be honest.
I guess we'll find out.
Let me be honest, okay?
Be honest.
Okay.
If Xander came up to me and was like, I
girl.
got some blackmail on you and you gonna have to marry me,
No questions asked. Yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh my God, thank you so much."
All right, guys.
All right.
That's it.
That's our
wow,
show.
next week, I don't know. All right.
that's
We'll
gonna
have
be
to see
interesting.
what. Yeah,
Gentlemen.
we may have issues.
Where can our Dishin Days fans find y'all?
Y'all can find me on the social media at MLMattis on Instagram and MLMattis1 on the Twitter.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com.
And everyone, please follow us across all social media, Facebook and Instagram at DISHIN Days, and on Twitter at _DISHIN Days. And you can find me on Twitter at Tami Goveia, and Insta and Facebook, Tami Goveia Official.
Tami Goveia has been interviewing a lot of big people.
It's been fun.
She has.
You need to watch her on here while we still got her. She's going places, so yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for DISHIN Days. We will see
Bye,
you
guys.
next week.
See you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.